Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another day of Stonks Maxxing. Today's day 35, and what I want to do today is go over the nvidia Q1 fiscal year 25 earnings call. I think this came out a few days ago. I've been a bit busy, so I wasn't able to hear about it, but this is pretty related to the tech coverage for the Symbit Fund program that I'm in. And I want to be able to listen in, see if there's any insights, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So let's go ahead.
Good afternoon. My name is Regina, and I will be your conference operator today. At this time, I would like to welcome everyone to
Factors that could affect
this is Regina.
President and Chief Executive Officer, and Colette Kress, Executive Vice President and Chief Financial Officer. I'd like to remind you that our call is being webcast live on NVIDIA's Investor Relations website. The webcast will be available for replay until the conference call to discuss our financial results for the second quarter of fiscal 2025. The content of today's call is NVIDIA's property. It can be reproduced or transcribed without our prior written consent.
Nice.
During this call, we may make forward-looking statements based on current expectations. These are subject to a number of significant risks and uncertainties, and our actual results may differ materially. For a discussion of factors that could affect our future financial results and business, please refer to the disclosure in today's earnings release, our most recent Forms 10-K and 10-Q, and the reports that we may file on Form 8-K with the Securities and Exchange Commission. All our statements are made as of today, May 22nd, 2024, based on information currently available to us. Except as required by law, we assume no obligation to update any such statements. During this call, we will discuss non-GAAP financial measures. You can find a reconciliation of these non-GAAP financial measures to GAAP financial measures in our CFO commentary, which is posted on our website. Let me highlight some upcoming events. On Sunday, June 2nd, ahead of the Computex Technology Trade Show in Taiwan, Jensen will deliver a keynote which will be held in person in Taipei, as well as streamed live. And on June 5th, we will present at the Bank of America Technology Conference in San Francisco. With that, let me turn the call over to Colette.
Thanks, Simona. Q1 was another record quarter. Revenue of $26 billion was up 18% sequentially and up 262% year on year, and well above our outlook of $24 billion.
Okay.
Starting with data center. Data center revenue of $22.6 billion was a record, up 23% sequentially and up 427% year on year, driven by continued strong demand for the NVIDIA Hopper GPU computing platform. Compute revenue grew more than 5x. Data center. Data center revenue of $22.6 billion was a record, up 23% sequentially and up 427% year on year, driven by continued strong demand for the NVIDIA Hopper GPU computing platform.
Right, so NVIDIA Hopper computing platform? It's Hopper. Okay, so it seems like 248 NVIDIA Kress mentions Hopper, a computing platform, whatever that means, being the driving force behind. I think this is the data center growth.
Compute revenue grew more than 5x, and networking revenue more than 3x from last year. Strong sequential data center growth was driven by all customer types, led by enterprise and consumer internet companies. Large cloud providers continue to drive.
Okay, so 05, so consumer internet companies and large enterprise drive compute revenues. Oops. think that's what they said.
Drive strong growth as they deploy and ramp NVIDIA AI infrastructure at scale and represented the mid-40s as a percentage of our data center revenue. Training and inferencing AI on NVIDIA CUDA is driving meaningful acceleration in cloud rental revenue growth, delivering an immediate and strong return on cloud providers' investment. For every $1 spent on NVIDIA AI infrastructure, cloud providers have an opportunity to earn $5 in GPU instant hosting revenue over 4 years.
Okay, so that's kind of a big claim. So Cress makes the claim that cloud providers, for every $1 spent on GPUs, cloud providers can achieve $5 in the next 4 years by renting the GPU space out. So this, I assume this is what Google Cloud, this is what Google Colab does when you rent it, when you connect to the T4 or H100 runtime. Yeah, let me listen to that again.
Cloud providers' investment. For every $1 spent on NVIDIA AI infrastructure, cloud providers have an opportunity to earn $5 in GPU instant hosting revenue and networking revenue, more than 3x from last year. Strong sequential data center growth was driven by all customer types, led by enterprise and consumer internet companies. Large cloud providers continue to drive strong growth as they deploy and ramp NVIDIA AI infrastructure at scale and represented the mid-40s as a percentage of our data center revenue. Training and inferencing AI on NVIDIA CUDA is driving meaningful acceleration in cloud rental revenue growth, delivering an immediate and strong return on cloud providers' investment. For every $1 spent on NVIDIA.
Okay, so there's something called cloud. Let's see. I think she mentions cloud rental revenue. What is this? Oops.
NVIDIA AI infrastructure, cloud providers have an opportunity to earn $5 in GPU instant hosting revenue over 4.
And so she calls this, so Cress calls this GPU instance hosting revenue.
4 years. NVIDIA's rich software stack and ecosystem and tight integration with cloud providers makes it easy for end customers to get up and running on NVIDIA GPU instances in the public cloud.
Okay.
For cloud rental customers, NVIDIA GPUs offer the best time to train models, the lowest cost to train models, and the lowest cost to inference large language models. For public cloud providers, NVIDIA brings customers to their cloud, driving revenue growth and returns on their infrastructure investments. Leading LLM companies such as OpenAI,
Okay, so this is, I think, maybe pretty important. So Cress mentions some of the leading large language model companies today. So we have OpenAI. I think she says Adept. Is that one of them? Okay, Adept.
Anthropic, Character AI, Cohere, Databricks, DeepMind.
Oh, okay. Okay, Anthropic, Cohere AI. DeepMind, Databricks.
Cost to train models and the lowest cost to inference large language models. For public cloud providers, NVIDIA brings customers to their cloud, driving revenue growth and returns on their infrastructure investments. Leading LLM companies such as OpenAI, Adept, Anthropic, Character AI, Cohere, Databricks, DeepMind, Meta, Mistral, xAI, and many others are built for cloud rental customers. NVIDIA GPUs offer the best time to train models, the lowest cost to train models, and the lowest cost to inference large language models. For public cloud providers, NVIDIA brings customers to their cloud, driving revenue growth and returns on their infrastructure investments. Leading LLM companies such as OpenAI, Adept, Anthropic, Character AI, Cohere, Databricks, DeepMind, Meta, Mistral, xAI, and many others are building on NVIDIA AI in the cloud.
So these guys are all using NVIDIA to build their models. Okay, I'm gonna come back. I gotta use the bathroom real quick. So yeah, I'll be back really quickly. I bring my phone with me. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. Alright, let's keep going.
Enterprises drove strong sequential growth in data center this quarter. We supported Tesla's expansion of their training AI cluster to 35,000 H100 GPUs.
35,000? Jeez. Okay. 450. I think I missed something key here.
Enterprises drove strong sequential growth in data center this quarter. We supported Tesla's expansion of their training AI cluster to 35,000 H100 GPUs. Their
Support Tesla training AI training clusters by selling them 35,000 H100 GPUs.
use of nvidia AI infrastructure paved the way for the breakthrough performance of FSD version 12, their latest autonomous driving software.
This helped train FSD version 12, their latest autonomous driving software, it seems like. FSD, let's see, FSD version 12. I think FSD fully self-driving. Fully self-driving.
Were based on vision. Video transformers, while consuming significantly more computing, are enabling dramatically better autonomous driving capabilities and propelling significant growth for NVIDIA AI infrastructure.
Okay, so that's interesting. So Chris mentions that video transformers. So I think transformers here are the same. So same algorithm used in large language models. So usually same transformer algorithm slash model used in LLM requires massive amounts of compute, and NVIDIA is poised to ride this tailwind.
Across the automotive industry. We expect automotive to be our largest enterprise vertical within data center this year.
Okay. 28. Crest thinks expects the automotive vertical to be its largest in the data center segments the upcoming fiscal year 2025. Okay. This is interesting. This is especially so in among automobile companies.
Driving a multi-billion revenue opportunity across on-prem and cloud consumption. Consumer internet companies are also a strong growth vertical. A big highlight this quarter was Meta's announcement of Llama 3, their latest large language model, which was trained on a cluster of 24,000 H100 GPUs.
Okay, that's kind of crazy. So they had 45 Meta trained Llama 3, so their latest open source LLM using 24,000 H100 GPUs.
Llama 3 powers Meta AI, a new AI assistant available on Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, and Messenger.
So this
Llama 3 is
powers
openly available
Meta.
and has kickstarted a wave of AI development across industries. As generative AI makes its way into more consumer internet applications, we expect to see continued growth opportunities as inference scales both with model complexity as well as with the number of users and number of queries per user,
Okay.
driving much more demand for AI compute.
So they're talking about inference here, and I believe inference, what she's talking about, is referring to whenever you have a model that's trained. After you finish training, you have all of your weights and maybe your hyperparameters tuned, then it just means running your model on some type of input, and it's inferring some type of output. And I guess that in itself is a lot less computationally intensive than actually training the model. But maybe as models get more complex, the computational complexity of making an inference increases as well. So that's an interesting thing to think about here. I don't know how much mentions that as models become more complex and model inference becomes more computationally expensive, driving demand behind more compute.
In our trailing 4 quarters, we estimate that inference drove about 40% of our data center revenue. Both training and inference are growing significantly.
Okay.
Large clusters like the ones built by Meta
Press estimates that 40% of, what was it?
applications, we expect to see continued growth opportunities as inference scales both with model complexity as well as with the number of users and number of queries per user.
Press says that inference will scale with model complexity, number of users, and number of queries per user,
driving much more demand for AI compute. In our trailing 4 quarters, we estimate that inference drove about 40% of our data center revenue.
Inference grows 40% of revenue. That seems like a lot.
Both training and inference are growing significantly. Large clusters like the ones built by Meta and Tesla are examples of the essential infrastructure for AI production, what we refer to as AI factories. These next-generation data centers host advanced, full-stack, accelerated computing platforms where the data comes in and intelligence comes out. In Q1, we worked with over 100 customers building AI factories ranging in size from hundreds to tens of thousands of GPUs with
The data centers that are built to train models and do inference.
some reaching 100,000 GPUs. From a geographic perspective, data center revenue continues to diversify as countries around the world invest in sovereign AI. Sovereign AI refers to a nation's capabilities to produce artificial intelligence using its own infrastructure, data, workforce, and business networks.
Sovereign AI. So the idea of countries and sovereign governments creating their own AI models using the data they have.
Nations are building up domestic computing capacity through various models. Some are procuring and operating sovereign AI clouds in collaboration with state-owned telecommunication providers or utilities. Others are sponsoring local cloud partners to provide a shared AI computing platform for public and private sector use. For example, Japan plans to invest more than $740 million in key digital infrastructure providers, including KDDI, Sakura Internet, and...
Okay, interesting. So 808, Japan plans to invest, was it 740 million in key infrastructure partners to grow sovereign AI. So KDDI.
SoftBank to build out the nation's sovereign AI infrastructure. France-based Scaleway, a subsidiary of the Iliad Group, is building Europe's most powerful cloud-native AI supercomputer. Others are sponsoring local cloud partners to provide a shared AI computing platform for public and private sector use. For example, Japan plans to invest more than $740 million in key digital infrastructure providers, including KDDI, Sakura Internet, and SoftBank to build out
Sakura Internet. Sakura.
out the nation's sovereign AI infrastructure.
Okay.
France-based Scaleway, a subsidiary of the...
So 820. So France Scaleway. Iliad Group.
Iliad Group is building Europe's most powerful cloud-native AI supercomputer. In Italy, Swisscom Group will build the nation's
Supercomputer. So Italy, I think Swisscom.
cloud-native AI supercomputer. In Italy, Swisscom Group will build the nation's first and most powerful NVIDIA DTX-powered supercomputer to develop the first LLM natively trained in the Italian language.
So Swisscom will build Italian LLM using DTX. Seems like.
To develop the first LLM AI supercomputer. In Italy, Swisscom Group will build the nation's first and most powerful NVIDIA DTX-powered supercomputer to develop the first LLM natively trained in the Italian language. And in Singapore, the National Supercomputer Center is getting upgraded with NVIDIA Hopper GPUs, while Singtel is building NVIDIA's accelerated AI factories across Southeast Asia.
So I think that.
National Supercomputer Center is getting upgraded with NVIDIA Hopper GPUs, why Singtel is building NVIDIA's
Why Singtel? Let's see. nvidia first quarter earnings 2025 transcript. Yeah, I think I do have an account. Let's see. Oh, DGX. Okay. DGX. Intel. Plans on building nvidia's accelerated AI factories across Southeast Asia.
accelerated AI factories
Just
across
faster reading this.
Southeast Asia. NVIDIA's ability to offer end-to-end compute to networking technologies, full-stack software, AI expertise, and rich ecosystem of partners and customers allows sovereign AI and regional cloud providers to jumpstart their country's AI ambitions. From nothing the previous year, we believe sovereign AI revenue can approach the high single-digit billions this year. The importance of AI has caught the attention of every nation. We ramped new products designed specifically for China that don't require an export control license. Our data center revenue in China is down significantly from the level prior to the imposition of the new export control restrictions in October.
Do I even need to add the times here? Because if they just have the transcripts here, I don't even need it. All right.
We expect the market in China to remain very competitive going forward. From a product perspective, the vast majority of compute revenue was driven by our Hopper GPU architecture. Demand for Hopper during the quarter continues to increase. Thanks to CUDA algorithm innovations, we've been able to accelerate LLM inference on H100 by up to 3x, which can translate to a 3x cost reduction for serving popular models like Llama 3. We started sampling the H200 in Q1 and are currently in production with shipments on track for Q2. The first H200 system was delivered by Jensen to Sam Altman and the team at OpenAI and powered their amazing GPT-4o demos last week. H200 nearly doubles the inference performance of H100, delivering significant value for production deployments. For example, using Llama 3, which with 700 billion parameters, a single NVIDIA HGX H200 server can deliver 24,000 tokens per second, supporting more than 2,400 users at the same time. That means for every $1 spent on NVIDIA HGX H200 servers at current prices per token, an API provider serving Llama 3 tokens can generate $7 in revenue over 4 years. With ongoing software optimizations, we continue to improve the performance of NVIDIA AI infrastructure for serving AI models. While supply for H100 continued to improve, we are still constrained on H200. At the same time, Blackwell is in full production. We are working to bring up our system and cloud partners for global availability later this year. Demand for H200 and Blackwell is well ahead of supply, and we expect demand may exceed supply well into next year.
Okay.
Great.
So, what is the Hopper GPU? Sure. So Cress claims that that nvidia has been able to accelerate LLM inference on H100 by up to 3x. She says this is a 3x cost reduction for serving popular models. Okay, so started sampling the H200 in Q1 and are currently in production with shipments on track for Q2. The first H200 system was delivered by Jensen and the team at OpenAI and powered their amazing GPT-4 demos last week. Nearly doubles the inference performance of H100, delivering significant value for production deployments. Okay, so H200 are the next generation GPUs that were used in the GPT-4o demos. It's not clear if this is, let's see, was GPT-4o trained on H200? So I don't think it's for training, not training, but likely for inference. Okay. So there's also let's see, Blackwell is also mentioned here. What is this? So figure out what H200 and Blackwell do. What is HGX? So let's see. Okay, so Intel is actually, interestingly enough, involved in the supply chain here. So what is nvidia HGX? What is nvidia HGX? So hyperscale graphics extension. Seems like it's a combination of hardware, GPUs, networking, and software. Okay. So demand for H200 and Blackwell seem to far exceed the supply. Grace Hopper Superchip is shipping volume last week in the China. Exaflops, not entirely sure what that means. So Grace Hopper Superchip. What is this? And what is an exaflop? So Cress claims that these chips help reduce the energy consumption of supercomputers. Okay. Driven by InfiniBand. So InfiniBand. X Ethernet are core products in nvidia's networking segment. Okay, so I've heard of InfiniBand. I don't know what it is. So what is InfiniBand? What is Spectrum X Ethernet? Why is this important for NVIDIA? This offers synergies with existing NVIDIA products. Okay, so this is, yeah, they've gotten pretty deep into some of the okay. To produce a new commodity, artificial intelligence. Okay, so this is interesting from Jensen. He thinks there's a fundamental shift of how computing works and what computers can do, from general purpose CPUs to GPU accelerated computing, from instruction driven software to intention understanding models, from retrieving information to performing skills at an industrial level, from producing software generated to manufacturing digital intelligence. Trillion parameter scale generator. GPUs, NVLink quantum, switch and mix and switches, high speed insert. Okay, this is funny. You're gonna see a lot of Blackwell revenue this year. Are you ensuring that there is enough utilization of your products in the pull ahead or holding behavior because of tight supply, competition, or other factors? Built the system to give us confidence that monetization is keeping pace with your very Okay, so NVIDIA's accelerated computing architecture allows customers to process every aspect of their pipeline, from unstructured data processing to prepare it for training to structured data processing, data frame processing like SQL, to to prepare for training to inference. So I'm kind of confused on how he talks about what he's talking about here with accelerated computing. Okay, oh, that's almost done. All right. Okay, so what is he talking about here? Even AI is now a systems problem. It's not just one learn or the other. And so the fact that nvidia builds a system causes us to optimize our chips. Because they have software that operates as a system and to be able to optimize across. If you had a $5 billion infrastructure and you improved performance by a factor of 2, which you routinely do, and you improve the infrastructure by a factor of 2, the value is $5 billion. All the chips in the data center that doesn't pay for it. And so the value of it is really quite extraordinary. And this is the reason why today performance matters everything. Matters over everything. This is at a time when the highest performance is also the lowest cost, because if carrying all these chips costs a lot of money. It takes a lot of money to fund the data center to operate the data. Highest performance is always lowest cost. Have you ever seen the velocity that you guys are introducing new platforms at the same combination performance jumps that you're getting? I mean, 5x in training, some of the stuff you talked about, GTC, up to 30x in inference. And it's an amazing thing to watch. It also creates an You're going to have very large installed bases, obviously software compatible. You have a large as you move to Blackwell, you're going to have very large installed bases, obviously software compatible, large generation stuff. If you're 5% into the versus and so they have to just keep on building. And so there's going to be a whole bunch just coming at them, and they just got to keep building and just feel performance average your way into it. The next company who reaches the next major plateau gets announced to groundbreaking. Just how is it that we're doing or moving so fast? So we understand exactly how it's going to perform and how to get most of it. Where's TCO? Total cost of ownership. Podcast transfer. Huh, this is crazy actually. Okay, so that's a lot. I ended up just not taking any notes after a certain point because there's just so much information here. Trying to think. So yeah, there's a lot to learn with nvidia. It seems like Jensen and the entire company has really monopolized data centers, especially AI data centers that are specifically made to train AI models, machine learning models, and deploy them for inference. when you have these huge models that take in billions of parameters, the inference for those models does seem to also get really computationally complex. And so NVIDIA seems like it's well poised to capture a lot of that complexity and provide a lot of value for the different companies that are trying to build out these models. Excuse me. So it seems like there's a few different things to look out for in the future. Blackwell and H200. We also have Hopper, which I think are all computing platforms. And then there's also the networking and automobile segments. The networking segment, InfiniBand and Spectrum X Ethernet, seem to be core products. I don't know exactly what they do, so there's that. But I think what I'm going to do now is probably spend another 15 minutes. I'm going to go use the bathroom, and then I'm going to go probably end the stream and then do another stream doing the tech coverage for the Sembit Fund. So I'm going to have to do that today. I'll be back though in a few seconds. Wait, come here. Come back. Come back. Alright, let me see here. Oh, weekly portfolio performance. Oh, performance update. Okay. Okay, interesting. I'm gonna go put on a little sweater because I'm cold. back here. Okay, come here, come here. Alright. So let's try to do some research here. Alright. nvidia Blackwell. Trillion parameter scale AI models. So what is NVLink? Okay, so I guess this is something to do with how computers are connected in data centers. Overview. So NVLink Blackwell H100. Hey, come here. Hey, come here, come here. Where do you want to go? Downstairs. I'm gonna come back. Hey, come here. Okay, I think I might end the stream here just because I gotta take Pokey, my dog, outside. But I'll be back, and I think I'll probably continue the nvidia stream a bit later. I gotta finish the tech coverage first, and then I'll be able to start the next stream, hopefully later today, about nvidia. And I want to figure out, yeah, what these are: NVLink, Blackwell, and H100. Okay, so with that, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.